Okay, guys, welcome to Kamisha Reviews. We are now back with the second season of the Challenge All Stars. I'm a big fan of the challenge, and I have done the reviews on the challenge on and off, got mad, whatever. Y'all know how I am with this stuff. I get mad and stop talking about it. So, this season, I'm super excited. This is the second season of the Challenge All Stars on Paramount. You have not got Paramount. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so we kind of have a cliffhanger. I didn't do the premiere, so we're going to go into the episode 2. To recap, Ayanna and Nehemiah came in last for the daily challenge, and Derek and Jody were the winners. So they had to nominate 4 people. This is something new. 4 people for elimination. Not new to the franchise, but just new for this season. You know they got changed up every time. So Derek and Jody had a conversation with Ayanna about the elimination to ask what she thought about it. She was straight up. She was like, look, bro, doesn't matter to me. I'm going to go in there and handle my business at the end of the day. She said it was too early for her to try to figure out who, whatever. She just deal with it. Nehemiah, different. He said he wanted to go against someone who had been defeated before. So he said Ryan. The other option he said was Derek Chavez. Okay. So Derek and Jody decide nominees, and the cast makes, So after winning the mission, Jody and Derek met on the beach. They kind of reviewed and they brought up Leah as the easy nominee. Shouldn't have many connections. Casey was the other choice, but they knew she had plenty of friends there in the game. So they got to play politics too, especially it's the very first, nomination. So Derek and Jody did not want to choose Ryan right away, so they went with Derek and Steve. I think that Derek and Nehemiah have some kind of weird rival. I don't know what it is. I don't know. So they went with Derek and Steve, who made fun of Derek's outfit. So he did come out there with some beach outfits. So because he came out there with a beach outfit, he's like, oh, you never know who could happen. I'm like, okay, so he made fun of your beach outfit, so you put them up. Okay, whatever. So they put the 4 names on the board for everybody to see. Okay. Jonah was mad pretty much to see her real world brother Derek's name up there. Nehemiah didn't like that Derek didn't give him Ryan, who was his number 1 pick for elimination. And he was coming for Derek just because of that. They're being super petty, it seems like, this season. Jody and Derek went to talk to Derek and Ryan, telling them Nehemiah wanted both of them as an option, but they gave him one. Derek was like, why him? And they explained they had a longer history with Ryan. Jody kind of got upset. She didn't really like, being in that position. Nehemiah wanted to make sure he got the opponent he wanted. He went and spoke to a group of, the people. Say, hey, I want Derek. So the cast makes they vote for their first elimination. In the meeting, there was a little tension there, because Jonah was being very protective over Derek. Jonah asked Nehemiah, why you wanted Derek? He said, I gave him 2 options. Ryan was first. But of course, he looked crazy because Jody and them want to keep their number 1, or not number 1, their people, but also he was making Nehemiah look bad to me, in my opinion. He had his heart broken several times by not getting to the final or winning. So now he's playing the game like it's nobody's business, baby. So Derek and Leah got the most votes for the cast. For Leah, it was primarily due to the fact they had not had enough relationship or any time with the castmates. Many cast members said they know of Casey for years. Derek received votes as Nehemiah's choice. Leah was like, I need more friends, bro. So Ryan got really upset and started confronting Nehemiah, trying to choose him due to his size. They argued a little bit. I'm like, bro, y'all chill out. The dude be being so just, Ayanna told her castmates to leave the negativity here and focus, having a good time. They had this whole prom theme. I love Ayanna. I'm telling you, I love her. Look, Leah was like, do I start sending young guys Christmas cards or whatever? So I'm going to put in elimination. I'm like, girl, let it go. Once you start showing you're a beast and being on the eliminations more, maybe that will change things. But at this moment, you are going down. Okay? So they had the little prom theme party that the cast had set up. Tyler dressed up as, in drag, and is his cousin Tundra, who had good intentions but horrible with boundaries. So they just really had a good time at the prom. Ayanna and Leah kind of share a moment because they're both, mothers. And they're just going to root for each other to be positive as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? So, Derek reveals why he's been kind of down. I was like, what is going on with Derek too? The day before he left All Stars, he got a call that his younger sister had taken her life. Jonah was like comforting him. I was just like, oh my God. He said little sister was the biggest fan of him on the show. He told castmates he needed to be there now. Jonah said she needed Derek there with her too. Jonah, Jasmine, and Ryan decided to be at the elimination in honor of Derek's sister. So sad. Oh my God, so sad. Using the marker, they kind of drew BRE on his arm. So the first elimination gets started. TJ has all the OGs in the arena. Okay. He introduced the competitors like it was a gladiator or something like that, but it was pretty cute how they did it. So then next TJ told them they wouldn't compete as teams but individuals. So it was Nehemiah versus Derek, Ayanna versus Leah, competing in an event called Dead Weight. There were 6 coffins in the arena, with 3 for each competitor going at it. They each weighed 300 pounds and had a chain inside. The 2 other coffins contained longer chains. The competitors had to solve a puzzle to get to the longer chains. The longer the chain, the more complex the puzzle was. The first player to drag all 3 coffins to the other side of the arena and secure the chain on the opposite side would win. Nehemiah got the early lead and began dragging the first coffin across. He got his first coffin across, and Derek, just as Derek got his puzzle together, Derek started to gain some momentum. Everybody was screaming for him, but it was still on his first, and Nehemiah was on the second. Nehemiah struggled on the third one, the puzzle, as Derek got caught up with him. And I thought, to be honest, the way the challenge goes, I was like, oh my God, I think he has it. Okay, Nehemiah solves the third puzzle, and Derek finishes right after. Pulled their final coffins. It's always down to that, I swear to God. So they're down to their final coffins. They really tried to get there. Everyone was screaming, especially Jonah, screaming, tears. Everybody just knew, they knew why he was here and what he was going through. So it was very emotional for everybody, I feel like. So Nehemiah got his first, he got the win. It was actually sad. Nehemiah is a competitor, but the whole thing with Derek was more of a heart situation, you know. Nehemiah and Derek hugged, and he cried, and he said he knew that his sister was proud to have, that he competed. So Ayanna and Leah went next. Leah struggled in the beginning a lot. Ayanna tapped. I don't know. Look, let me tell you something. I always said if I ever got on this show, because I know I'm a strong person, but you get the competition looks really big. You're like, I don't know if I could do it. It's just a lot of, physical activity. Ayanna got in there, and I don't know, she was hollering at the coffin. I actually posted a video on my Instagram if you want to see it. It was dramatic. When I watched it, I was screaming and tearing up and screaming and tearing up. I'm like, you better pull that coffin, girl. So she pulled the cross, cussing at the coffin. I was cussing at too. Girl, you better. Everybody was like, oh, snap. See, she was a beast back in the day. Y'all got it twisted, got the game twisted. Y'all think because a woman has children and gets married, y'all forget. The beast is always there. Okay? Ooh, lotion. The beast is always there. The problem is people forget about it because your water break. They think, oh, you can't do nothing no more. Ayanna came in like, you know what? She reminded me of that events in challenge history where CT carried, I can't remember which one it was, when he carried he was in a elimination or competition, carried him, was that Bananas? I don't know who it was, but he carried him across to the win. I was just like, it put me in that mode. Like, this is CT. This is CT. I was proud to see a person of color, a woman, kill it, a performance like that. It was everything to me. So everybody was shooketh. Castmates screamed at Leah. But she kept struggling. Ayanna got the second coffin and began dragging across the forest. Leah finally started getting her first one, which was the hardest to pull. Ayanna got her second coffin hooked. At the end, Ayanna's performance was too much. She won the event before Leah can get her one coffin across. She screamed with excitement, jumped into Nehemiah's arms. Leah, she went down to tears. The thing that tripped me out, sportsmanship right here. Ayanna said, "Do not give up," and helped her drag the coffin across. I was like, bro, that was everything. So Leah and Derek left. So at the end of this, Nehemiah and Ayanna won the life shield. They can use it to save themselves from elimination in the mission. If they lose or save a castmate of their choice by using the life shield, they lose the vote of elimination. Nehemiah said he's planning to win this time. That's all that he's worried about. Woo! What an episode. Let me tell y'all. Oof, this is my last review I'm getting out. If you haven't watched it, please go check it out, because it was everything. Oh my God. It was so good.